Hello fellow Vikings. In this video I'm going to show you how I got my best first year in this game so far and how to build up your village during the first year for a prosperous start with maximum population and well-managed resources. So, the basics at start. Stop the time and select your carpenter. No need to activate the carpenter at this time, you can do it a bit later. Then give your workers something to do with felling the trees and quarrying the stone. Don't go too far away with these tasks in the beginning, in order to keep your workers close by and staying more efficient. I prefer to have the jobs list and the resource screen available at all times. Make sure to have some builders assigned right off the bat and check the Tree of Life early. Assign points to faster and happier villagers and then select the first major progress as well. Next you need new houses, 3 of them at the very beginning. Place these first 3 houses near the first resources to get them done a bit quicker. This will ensure the proper population growth early in the game, making new houses available for new families to make babies and growing your workforce. This is crucial for getting the early boom of new people in the village. Then you can spend some of that early silver to make some roads near the existing houses to give your workers that much needed speed boost for their work. And since your first resource storage is the longhouse, make sure you have some roads near those storage areas as well. And always remember to keep up the tree felling and the stone quarrying. You will need them both, wood and stone, at all times during the start of the game, so forgetting that task will greatly slow down your progress. You can also prioritize 1 or 2 buildings when you have many of them being built at the same time to focus the available resources and workforce properly and get them done one at a time in a quicker pace. Make more roads to resources and don't forget to place some lighting for your villagers during the first night. Next, before the first night is over, we focus on food production. Place 2 chicken coops near the longhouse, a gatherer's hut and a hunting hut as close as possible, within 80 to 100% productivity. Prioritize the chicken coops first, as they are quick and fast to finish, and then the gatherer. And while those are being built, make sure to tack more trees and stones. And if you get lucky, you get newcomers arrive to your village during the next day. This is a major event that will help our village to grow much faster, with more workforce. Sometimes you don't get newcomers until much later, in day 20 or 25, meaning your village will not be able to grow that fast. It's a factor of luck which is part of this game. Place a well to a central location and start building houses and other buildings around it. First, place the woodshed next to the well. Make roads on both sides of the woodshed. And remember to allocate your workers to your new buildings as they are finished. Supervise the building projects and make sure everything is moving along properly. Then you need to start building new houses for those newcomers and new families. Place the houses around the well as you see fit. I prefer to build in grid design, but you can do other designs as you want. Just make sure the well and the woodshed are near and in central location between the houses. Next we need the market for food, some new roads and lighting. Remember when assigning workers to buildings not to waste talent. You don't always need the highest of each attribute if the person has high talent in some other areas. Being mindful is important in placing the correct people for the right job. Next, I advise to build some basic wood and stone storage near the center of the area where you will be building a lot. This will make it faster for the builders to gather the materials, making the overall process of building much faster over time. For the market, you don't need more than one worker to take care of it. Don't waste your workforce for work that is not yet required. One person can easily take care of the market during the first couple of years. For these events, I recommend to always hold 25 silver in store, as for example here, paying for the investigation is the best choice. And again here, I recommend to make the trader to pay compensation, as it will greatly support the community to grow. At this time we need to build the herbalist. This is very important to get done early in the first days, as people will usually get sick during the first or second week of the first year. Leaving this to the time when you already have your first sick person will easily result in that person dying before you get the herbalist built and assigned. So pay attention to this between day 7 and 9. In order to get the herbalist built faster, I'm going to momentarily assign more people to building, giving us more people transferring the materials to the construction site. And when the materials have been transferred, make sure to lower the builder count down again. Then expand your housing. The target situation is to always have at least 2 or 3 empty houses available, so that there is always enough room for population growth. If you are lucky with newcomers and you provide enough houses for the new families, you should reach population 40 around day 11. Some of these events are actual dilemmas, meaning there is no one clear good option to solve the problem. For this justice dilemma, I always choose to pay compensation in order to keep the peace and not break up the involved families. Once again, I suggest to keep 25 silver always in store for these. Around day 12, it's a good idea to place one more hunting hut to offer more food over the upcoming winter. The chicken coop should be providing good amount of meat for the winter, but having an extra hunting hut will ensure that your food stock is full all times. And when available, remember to go to the Tree of Life and select the farming updates. You're going to need fields and wheat farming at the beginning of year 2, so it's very important to have these automated planting and harvesting options available. And of course the bonuses for field work and growth are very important, as they will greatly stack towards your overall progress during the upcoming years. And once more, remember to use the burst building for transferring materials, as it will get things done much faster. And then it's time to start the building of empty houses according to the family pressure provided by children growing up and needing new houses for their new families. I tend to keep 3 empty houses available at all times, building more as they are occupied by new families over time. Next, build a warehouse near the hunters and the gatherer. They will start to store their products in there, so it should be close by. At this time, it's important to build some more wood and stone storage on both sides of your village center. You will be expanding the village on both sides, building a lot after the winter, so having building materials stored near to the areas where you will be building is more efficient and will result in faster building. Once again, one person is enough to run the warehouse. Do not waste your workforce. When you have some extra silver, you can use it to place some decorations near to the houses. This will increase the overall happiness and give a speed boost to your villagers. Highly efficient and will greatly help your community to work and grow faster and stay happier. When the winter comes, you simply keep an eye on the empty houses, gather wood and stone, wait for newcomers, and keep up the lighting as you expand. And when you have nothing being built, remember to assign those builders to do the general labor around the village. When you see this icon for newcomers in the top left corner of the screen, you can simply click it and get them to arrive right away. With the help of newcomers, properly providing empty houses for new families, and keeping up food, lighting and happiness in your village, you should be able to reach population 80 before the end of the winter. If you get unlucky with newcomers, you might not have more than 45 to 50 population at this time. This will only mean that your growth is a bit slower, but you can still carry on easily into the future. You just have to keep up the empty houses for maximized growth. Before the end of the year, make sure you have enough houses for new families. Increase your food production with a couple of new chicken coops, and you can also start building your first wheat fields and the windmill for bread making, but only if you have enough silver to spare. One maximum sized field costs 80 silver to create, so be careful not to empty your treasury with your first fields. You can start the farming business a bit later, during year 2, as you should have a lot of food at this time, so don't rush it. Keep your head cool and focus on housing and other stuff if you don't have the silver quite yet for farming. At this point, it's a good idea to have another gatherer's hut for those fruits and herbs, as your population is growing and the demand for food and healthcare is increasing. There you have it. The first year with 93 population, good food production, and a solid start for your Viking village to grow stronger and better. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this in the comment section below. Give a like to this video if you did enjoy it and found it useful, and subscribe for more. I wish you all the best with your Vikings. See you in the next video.